Yo, what's good, guys? KosherTech here. So today we got another converter review. Of course, this is a 12 volt to a 5 volt converter. This is from EZDIY FAB. Let's get to it. Now you can cop this on Amazon for like 13 bucks. Now I hope it doesn't go out of stock, guys, because when I did do the deep cool the converter, which I have right over here, this was retailing for like also for like 15 bucks. You guys could see right over here, and it actually went out of stock, and it's like right now it's retailing in the moment of shooting the video, it's retailing for like $200 or $100. It's absolutely insane. But so someone in my Discord server, man, I forgot the name, I apologize. Someone recommended this over here. Same thing basically. So this is the box. Very simple. Very, nothing. There's some literature here, but that's basically it. Let's look at it in the front. But yeah. I mean, that's basically it. Let's pop it open. Let's see what we get. So this essentially does the exact same thing as the deep cool converter. The only difference is, I hope it's in stock right now. I think you could also cop this on Newegg as well and whatnot. But it's very small, and for some reason it's like dirty. But that's that. Let's see what else we get. All right, so we got too many wires, man. Too many wires. And we get a directional guide over here, how to connect everything. I mean, look, let's see. Oh, upside down. So right here, so check it out, guys. Right here, pause the vid, check it out for yourselves. So we have here, actually says it works for Asus Gigabyte. Oh no, it basically tells you how to connect it, basically, so you guys can see essentially how to connect the converter. I apologize. It should work for everything, to be honest. It doesn't say anything here that doesn't work for different manufacturers, but it should work for Asus, Gigabyte, MSI, and all those other companies that if I missed out anyone. It has some like res or something. So I could see that this is already here. This is for power. This I have no idea what these do. I gotta find out. Let's see how we turn it on. Man, there's like so many different wires. I got to see how to properly actually even use this thing. I know this is for the essentially for the converters it has itself. So this has different. Okay, so I guess that's how we have to plug it in. But I will go over in this video how to connect everything. This is really different because in the deep cool one, it's very simple because you have the hub itself right over here. And you have the connections are very simple. So you have the SATA for the power. Same thing here. You have the SATA for power. And then we have the converter here. We have the 12 volt and we have the power. And that's essentially it. It's a very simple process, at least for this one. This one might be, it looks a little intimidating. I don't know if it is, but same thing here. We have the power as well as we have the 12 volt converter. So straight off the bat, I could imagine that this goes into here. So this is what we got here, 6 pins. So this goes into right over here. So you pop this bad boy in here, I think this way, and that goes in, right? Yeah, that pops right in. So that's in. And then what we're gonna do is obviously we're gonna plug this in for power. You're gonna plug this into your power supply, the SATA. The SATA male is gonna go into the female. And then this is gonna go if you have a, this is gonna go actually to yeah, this is gonna go if your motherboard, so your motherboard is gonna have a 12 volt convert header. You're gonna plug this into your mobile with the 1244 pins. And then this, so this is to convert the signal. My thing is, yeah, I gotta find out exactly how to connect all this. I think this goes, okay, so, oh, I think I got it. So this is gonna go in here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a fan, and I think we're gonna convert it like that, and then we're gonna plug this in. But let me rock with it. Like I said, it's a little different process, but let me rock with it and let me see how to connect everything, and of course let's see if this converter actually works. Let's go. Alright, you guys, so I plugged it into the Aura software, and I do have it running at solid color green. Now let's switch it to red. So now we have red. So the static colors work. Where I have issues with, now I'm not sure if it's the fans. I don't believe it's the fans, but when we do like a breathing effect, or like let's do color cycle, right? So we'll click on color cycle. I'm about to hit this. Apply. So the fans are synchronized. However, the Mobo, as you can see, the Mobo is not synchronized. So look at this. So that's like already in pink, and it's not being synchronized. So I don't know, for some reason, why the fans are being synchronized but not the motherboard. Now if we switch it to, let's say, breathing effects, let's go to green. Let's see if it's gonna synchronize with green. So no, you see again, so we have everything. Now we have green, but now it's not switching colors. So that's like a white. So I don't know what is up. I don't know if it's the converter itself or the fans, but I'm not sure. I did review these fans. These are the FSN 001, I believe, fans. But yeah, so for instance, if we go to rainbow, let's see what happens here. So yeah, they're just not synchronized. I did calibrate them, just to let you guys know. I did calibrate them. Even when they're calibrated, they're still not being synchronized. But when I did test them with the previously, when I had them with the deep cool hub, they were working. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. I'm not sure exactly if it's the hub or the fans, but most likely I don't know. I think it's probably even the hub. But yeah, so if static colors, if you care about just static, it does work. Right now, I'm going to show you guys one more time how to properly install them, since I now played with them and, you know, understand how they work. All right, guys, so let's go through the installation process. Now, of course, this is the converter box over here. So we have M, and this is essentially to switch the mode and increase the RGB speed, those two clicks over here. Now, this is for, like I said, for the power. But before that, these wires that you essentially get, so you get the male 3-pin 5-volt wires right over here. They are for gigabyte motherboards only. So if you have a gigabyte motherboard, you're gonna have this, and this is the converter as the adapter as well. So this is only for gigabyte motherboards. If you don't have a gigabyte motherboard, if you have a Asus motherboard, an MSI motherboard, or an ASRock motherboard, you're not gonna need this. This is only for gigabyte mobo. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna put this aside. Now this is the hub right over here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna power it up, right? You're gonna take this 6-pin, right, and we're gonna put it right into here. Now the next steps are gonna be very simple. We have SATA and we have the 4-pin 12-volt connector over here. So next, I'm using this Asia Horse hub as just an example. So for this hub, where it says essentially Aura, right here where it says Aura, we're gonna plug in this plug. Now this wire, right, this wire comes with this hub with these fans. All right, so don't get confused, guys. So this we're gonna plug into here. Again, this is just an example. I'm using this as just an example, right? So then we have this converter over here, this 3-pin 5-volt, right? So next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug this 3-pin 5-volt into the EZDIYs, where you're gonna see right here 3-pin 5-volt. So we're gonna plug them in, right? And that's basically it. That's it. That's all the process. And then all you're gonna have to do is you're gonna obviously have to plug in this for SATA for power, and then this you're gonna have to plug into your motherboard, to your 12-volt 4-pin, and that's basically it. And that's it. If you had a gigabyte mobo, what you're gonna have to do essentially is you're gonna have to plug. Let me get this out of the way. You would have to plug this in here, and this in. Was this plugging in or what? There you go. This into here, and then the rest you're gonna have to plug. I believe the rest of the connections into here. Again, I don't have a gigabyte motherboard, so this example wouldn't be as suffice. My apologies, guys. But again, Asus, ASRock, MSI mobos, all you're gonna need to do is that simple steps. Again, SATA power, you're gonna plug this into your power supply. You're gonna have this. So if you got any of these Chinese fans that I reviewed, it's gonna be very simple. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna plug this in, right, from the Asia Horse fans. You're gonna plug this in right here, 3-pin, bam, that goes in. All right. Don't go too hard. I went a little too hard, and I got them out of place. But that goes in, and that's it. So be careful, guys, because you could easily break it. So mine just went down a little bit. There you go. Now they're in. So that's basically it. And then that's it. You plug this in. You power the hub up for whatever you got to power the hub, whichever fans you have. And that's basically it. And you connect this to the motherboard. And this is the power supply. And voila, there you go. You have it working. Just keep in mind that Like I said in the you know, when I was testing them out, that when I was connecting them, all the colors weren't syncing. I'm not sure if that was the fans, but when I tested the fans with the deep cool, they were working. But yeah, guys, I mean, check it out if you guys like it. If you want to have that ARGB functionalities, basically this is what you're gonna need to get, either this or the deep cool. Also, right here, this 2-pin right over here, this is for the reset switch. So from your motherboard, from your case, it's gonna have a reset switch. What we're gonna want to do is we're gonna unplug it and plug it in here for your reset button. Instead of restarting your computer, it's gonna change colors. So it's gonna change RGB colors. So the different modes. So if it's green, it's gonna change it to red. So all you're gonna have to do is click the restart button, and it's gonna change if you want to do that. But that's basically it. It's very self-explanatory. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down in the comments below, guys. As always, I'm KosherTech. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Deuces.